I made this video to really talk about college, and this can be a touchy subject, I feel, because of course everybody has their opinion. They say that, yeah, college is necessary, college is still what we need today, and there's a big crowd that now today they're like, no, college just is not necessary, and I completely agree. I feel like college is a scam, and I went to college myself. I did about 5, almost 6 years of college. And the reason for that is because I went and ran track and field. Like, I was an athlete, and being an athlete came with a lot of different responsibilities, and I had to have this different mindset when it came to school. When I came out of high school, I had terrible grades. I didn't have great grades at all. I don't know what I was doing in high school. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I don't even think the military was running through my mind because my parents went to the military, and I was like, they've already done that. The crazy thing is, back then I had a Twitter, but I don't have a Twitter now. But back then I had a Twitter, and I was very active on Twitter. Like, I would post pictures on there. I would pretty much post things that are happening in my life. And I remember posting a picture of the record board at my high school, and I had 2 records there, and I was just like, yo, I'm thankful for, the records that I broke. And it was basically like a tribute to like all the memories, the good memories I had, and I knew I was going to be finishing school, so it was like, damn, this is it for me. And it was a coach that he reached out to me, and he told me, yo, like, you would be a great fit at this school. And he actually went to my high school, which was crazy. And I was like, oh, I've never even thought about going to that school. But to shorten it up, like, he ended up giving me the entry to that, going to that school and getting a scholarship, because I had nothing when I came out. I didn't know like what I was gonna do. So I get a scholarship, ends up turning into a full ride. School was pretty much taken care of. The only thing is, I had no clue what I wanted to do in school. Like, I don't know what I was like. First, I started with kinesiology, and then I went on to public health. So I had no clue what I was doing. Like, I was just going because I was an athlete. And this is why, like, I can tell people, like, for some people, college is a scam. I went through the full process. Like, I know how it is taking courses and how much money it takes. The good thing with me is I was debt free when I graduated. I didn't pay anything for my school. My school was pretty much taken care of, and I'm so blessed for that. And I thank God for that, because a lot of people don't have those opportunities, or they may get hurt in JUCO. They may get hurt in different levels to where they can't make it through and finish out school. So if you're watching this and you're at that stage where you don't know what you want to do yet in your life, like, that is fine. Like, if you're like 20 to freaking, or not even 20, but like, say you're 17 to like 21, you don't know what you want to do with your life, like, college isn't always the answer. If you want to, say, work, and you want to be a doctor, you want to be an engineer, you want the jobs that are always going to be in demand, like, go for school. You have to go through school, and I completely understand that. But me, like, I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do with my life, so it really wasn't necessary. I had to live a lot of life and continue living life to figure out what it is that I'm leaning towards, or what it is that I actually like and what I enjoy. And I feel like some people, it takes a longer journey. Some people know what they want to do off rip, and that's good for them. The big thing is the amount of debt that you can put yourself into. Like, people go into school not knowing what they want to do out of college, and their parents have to pay out of pocket. Or they have to pay out of pocket, or they use like grants or loans or whatever it is. But it's not always a good case, because it ends up putting you in debt in the long run, and you may or may not get your degree, because some people go through school and they're like, it's just not for me, but they already built like some debt from just not knowing what they wanted to do. So I wouldn't say just jump straight into going to school, because it's not always your best option. You can go to trade school, you can do other things, you can just work a job for now and go after the things that you really want to go after, and keep it like that. but college isn't always the answer. Best thing, what I feel that you should do is always network. Networking has gotten me so far, and it has showed me that some people out here do want to see you succeed. And there's people in positions that can get you in different places that do want to see you succeed. So you have to rely on other people and you have to network. So be open to networking, because networking can take you so far. And that's something, of course, like everybody, even in college, like a lot of people told me, like, network, network, network. But I'm like, a lot of the guys around me were going through the same thing that I was going through. Like, they had no clue what they wanted to do, or they were set on doing this or that, but they didn't necessarily know how they were going to get there. So I feel like if you're already out here working and you didn't take the school route already, you can talk to people in certain positions and places that you want to be at eventually, and they can give you tips or they can possibly help you. And then you can get all the information that you need instead of going the route where you go through school and you don't know what you want to do, and you end up graduating, you finish out, and you're like, what jobs can I get, or where can I go? Well, you don't know anybody, so you need to get out. You need to make friends. You need to go to places you really want to go to. I don't know, travel, do all of that stuff, network and meet other people and see what it is that you really want to do. When I graduated school, even though I didn't know what to do, I had so many odd jobs. I was working for a YouTuber, and this is where mentorship kind of came along. And that's when I realized, I was like, man, like, even if I were to do this, I know that I was enjoying my athletic career back then, but if I were to do this back then, you know, when I was younger, it would have been beneficial then. But I was just thinking, like, I was following around a millionaire. I was making videos for a millionaire, learning how his life was running, seeing his routine, and being a part of the creative process throughout all of that. And I mean, I know there's a lot of young guys that's going and getting it with the content game and all that stuff, and that's really cool. But you'd be surprised. You can be mentored by some of these older people that need your help, and they need your expertise. They need your young mind to succeed in whatever they want to succeed in. Make the right decision that you feel is right for you. I pray on a lot of my decisions, and I pray that God lines me up and allows me to make the right decision that He would think I'm supposed to go, or He points me in the direction that I'm supposed to go. So I know, like, graduating out of high school is like, it may seem like a tough time or you get anxiety, but don't be worried, because God will always direct you in the path that you're supposed to go. A lot of the things that I was going through when I finished college, like, I didn't think I would go through, but I feel like they were necessary. Like, I learned how to work these different odd jobs, and I learned how to be around all these different people that didn't have the same path as me. They were looking at me like I was stupid when I was stocking shelves at a grocery store, and they're like, what are you doing here? You got a degree, you got all this stuff, but that didn't keep me from working and earning money so that can get me by, and so that I really didn't want to step fully into the corporate world at the time. So I'm thankful for all the steps that I took after college, and just know that whatever path you take, it's not always the worst path. Like, of course you're gonna learn, and like I say, God will direct you in the path that you're supposed to go, and He will line your steps. I'm so thankful for all the support that I've got on this channel. I started this channel like a few months ago. I've had it sitting for the longest. I was always motivated and inspired by other people on this platform, and I felt like YouTube was like, yo, I can learn so much from this app. Like, I learned how to edit videos off of YouTube, so I know people can learn all different types of stuff from it, and I think that's the beauty of it. But I'm very thankful and I'm blessed that, like, the past few months, like, I got to travel and just experience other cultures. Life was freeing, and I think that, and I remember talking to my sister about this, but I know that, like, God made this happen for a reason, and I took a leap of faith, and I feel like it was worth so much, and it gave me so much life experience that now, like, I feel like nothing can stop me as far as getting to my dreams, my goals. And I really want to encourage you to live out your dreams, like go after the things that you want to go after. And if you have to take leaps of faith and you have to rely on God, rely on him, because he will guide your steps, and he will put everything in order for you to succeed. All you have to do is put in the work.